it's not always great, but at the same time, like that's the and if we get that adoption, I mean, you can imagine if it is on the higher end, like I think it probably is, closer to $3 or $4 quadrillion being traded in derivatives, and that's being settled through XRP. It's a lot of money, like a lot of money. But you would need, supply and demand dynamics to push it to a price that had enough liquidity to be able to settle that. Realistically, as XRP burns and more of it's locked up, $10, $50, $100,000 XRP could be viable. I don't think in the time frame that you mentioned there. I am aggressive in my time frame for adoption and price appreciation, but I really do think that's going to take till 2030. I said 5 years on the Bradley podcast, and I'm going to stick with that. I think around 2030 is when we see the maturity of these protocols and networks really being adopted at scale and implemented in that capacity for, prices at that level. But if you can hang out 5 years and you got 1,000 XRP, just like you could hang out, 10 years ago with 1,000 Bitcoin, you're gonna be doing pretty good. Spinny B says, Jake, thoughts on, I heard you mention last week that R3 is an XRP competitor. They're not a competitor. They're a Ripple competitor. If so, are you concerned about that? Thanks so much.